Hello, hello, hello. Happy hump day. Woo! I am talking to you from an undisclosed location. I am traveling right now and took a break from driving and I've been thinking about something for a few days that I wanted to share with you guys because it's been a while since I've been on, and I wanted to share, I noticed with a lot of people and even with myself and everything that's happening that people want to change their lives but they don't want to do anything. So insanity or destiny? Okay, insanity or destiny. And what do I mean by that? Insanity, you all know the definition of insanity, right? Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results, right? And we all know that that's not true. Logically, it doesn't make sense, and logically we know when we think about it that we want to do something different. So that's why every New Year's we make a resolution and it lasts for 12 days or less maybe. And because our goals maybe be unrealistic or it's just too hard to change. And we default back to our comfortable, dysfunctional ways of life, right? But then by the end of the year, nothing has changed, or maybe things have even gotten worse. So excuse me. So insanity or destiny? If you want to fulfill your dreams and the destiny, the reasons that you were put here on this earth, and if you think that they're different than what you're currently living out, you're gonna have to do something different. You can't do something that you've always done in order to get something that you've never had. So if you want to have something that you've never had, you have to do something that you've never done, right? And believe me, I totally understand. I'm going to walk a little bit because it's a little bit breezy. It's very breezy, actually. Nice and warm and breezy. And by the time December comes around again, in January and February, over in Minnesota, I'm not in Minnesota anymore, we're going to be wishing for these hot days. So anyway, so insanity or destiny, you want to fulfill your destiny, you're going to have to do something different. And I have 4 ways really quick to share with you that might help you and that have helped millions of other people, because I am not the first one to have thought of these things. They definitely go to other people, these ideas. And that is mindset, motivation, mentorship, and movement. So the first one, mindset. You are going to have to first set your mind to what you want. You have to write down goals. What are the pros and cons of your life right now? Maybe make a list of the things, realistically the 5 or maybe 10 things that you would really love to see and do in your life. And what are the first 5 things that you want that are realistic, that you can do right away? What are the first 5 steps you can do to take? What are some practical steps that you can do to start heading in that direction? And it might mean you have to change your direction or change some things in order to get that. The second thing is, with the mindset, there's so many things with the mindset. You can Google mindset and you can find a lot of ideas on how to change that. But the saying is, where the mind goes, the man follows, right? Change your mind, change your life. That's mine. And it's so true. If you don't start with your mind, your emotions follow. So you think about it. If you start thinking about something that's really depressing, or you think about something that's really sad, there's something that makes you mad, an incident that happened in your life that was very sad or that made you mad, your emotions start to follow. And we live primarily by our emotions. We follow our emotions. But ultimately, if you go to the root of your emotions, you thought about it first. You thought about the thoughts and your emotions followed, and then your feet did the walking and your hands did the doing. So if you can change your mindset, you can start on a different path. So mindset, and that is just a little blip of what you can do there. The next one is motivation. You are going to have to start motivating yourself in order to get to where you want to be. You might have people around you that support you, but they're not going to be there in the midnight hour. They're not going to be with you at 5 a.m. to go train and go work out or go running in the morning. They're not going to be with you at 2 a.m. when you are filled with fear and anxiety because of everything that's going on in your life, and maybe heavy decisions that have happened to you. You're going to have to motivate yourself. So ways you can motivate yourself. There are books. There are so many books that you can read. Millionaire Mindset. There is 5-Second Rule, one of my favorites. The Magic of Thinking Big. There are the Badass books by Jen Sincero. Those are amazing and funny. And what else? Oh gosh, there's so many things out there. And thus you can YouTube anything. You can YouTube and Google anything. So you can YouTube inspirational. You can YouTube motivational. You'll get Gary Vee. You'll get Bob Proctor. You'll get Tony Robbins. You'll get Joel Osteen. There are thousands of ways to motivate yourself. There are 5-minute videos, anywhere from 5-minute videos to hour-long videos. So I use those all the time. In the middle of the night, before I go to bed, in the mornings, when I'm driving, anytime you need a pick-me-up or you want something to remind yourself that you're not alone in this. You are not the first person to want to change and make your life better, have more money, have better relationships, have more friendships, have that man or woman that you want, and be that person that you want to be. You want to have a different body. You want to quit that addiction. You are the only one that can make that decision. Another huge motivator that some of you may not believe or agree to, and that is as the Word of God. God, if it wasn't for God, I'd be dead so many times over, and I won't even get into that. We all know that. I've talked about it before. But the Word of God has huge promises. With God, all things are possible. There's nothing impossible with God. And He carefully watches His own. He provides and He surprises. When bad things happen, He knows how to navigate you and bless you in the midst of it, and even overturn it and turn major blessings out of it. I have that stuff almost weekly right now, probably daily. Sorry, Jesus, I'll give Him more credit than I just did. And then the last thing, that was motivation. So YouTube motivation, you can get started and go for the rest of your life on the stuff you can find on the internet. And then there is mentorship. If you are not around people, you are who you hang around with, okay? So that's not the first time you've heard that, probably. You need to find people that lift you up, that are where you want to go. You should always have 3 types of people in your life. You should have those you want to be like, so they are basically, your mentors, your people that you want to be like. And if you don't have anybody available to you, because some people like that charge money, but if you don't have anybody that you can just hang out with that is like that, again, those are your motivational speakers. Those are your mentors. You start there, and honestly, divine appointments will come your way, and the right people will come and teach you and lead you. And I'm living proof of that, and I'm continuously living proof of that. I got a phone call today that it surprised me. I totally forgot that I had scheduled it a couple months ago. And she called me right at the right time, divine appointment, and she encouraged me, prayed with me, and she's a businesswoman. She's where I want to be, and it was perfect. She gave me advice, and she's just one of 20 different people that will randomly in my life to input. And then there's the people, there's 3 levels. So you have people that are above you in that way. You have your peers. There are those who are kind of where you're at, and your friends that you hang out with. You facing the same struggles. You can laugh with each other. You can cry with each other and kind of go through stuff together. And then there's the people below you. You should have 1 or 2 people that you are encouraging yourself, that you are leading, that you are inputting into. And that way, unless you're inputting crap, then don't. Okay, wait until you have something good. And that's just straight up honesty right there. We don't need more crap in the world. We need people who know how to treat others with respect and love. And that's a whole nother topic. Anyway, the last M is movement. You can't dream away your life. You can't sit and daydream and wait for things to happen. You can't sit and do the same 9-to-5 crap that you've been doing, or the same 12-to-12 crap that you've been doing, and expect something different. You're gonna have to start taking movement toward the things that you want. You may feel like throwing up. You may feel super freaking scared. You may feel super inadequate. You may have a lot of voices in your head. Again, it's in your mind, your mindset. You may have a lot of voices in your head that say, who the heck do you think you are? What the heck are you thinking? And that's when you have your motivation, your mentors, and your mindset at work to help you move your feet and move your hands towards those opportunities. You guys can do this. I swear, I have almost every single day right now, I am doing something new and something that scares me and something that makes me want to throw up, or that I dread because I've never done it before. And yet I'm now experiencing new things, new relationships, new blessings, everything. And it's coming because I took steps, and because I changed mindsets, and because I changed the people that I listen to, and all of that. And don't be discouraged, because you're not the only one who goes through it. That's why it's really great to hear other stories, because they tell you, wait, this is normal. It's normal to have all that fear. It's normal to have all that anxiety. It's normal to feel like throwing up. It's normal to go, what the am I doing? It's normal, because anybody who's done anything with their life that we notice, they have gone through all of that. So go and listen to that stuff. Go check it out. See what other people do. In fact, you can even Google if you're interested in a completely different area of expertise, or if you're in one business and you want to get into another business, or you're thinking about opening your own business, start Googling for information. Start asking questions from people who have been where you want to be. And you will find answers, and you will be able to. And once you start seeking this stuff out, it's amazing how, again, divine appointments just show up. The right people and the right stuff have a way of lining up. So I got to get going. I got to get back on the road. More things to do. And, we're in this together. Your life matters. Your life matters. We need more people who know how to love, who know how to do business, who know how to treat people well. And so we can have a better world. I mean, I know that sounds super lame, but if you want to have better, it starts at home. It starts with me. Because I affect the people right around me. Great people create great families, which create great businesses, which create better economies, which create better cities, which create better governments, which create better nations. I mean, it expands, and it starts with awesomes. All right, you guys have a great Wednesday, and we'll probably talk to you soon.